have a dog that pulls you on your walks? Don't worry, in this video, I'm gonna help you find the best leash for your dog who just pulls a ton, so stay tuned. For the best dog training and product advice, be sure to hit subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Wednesday. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa. I've dog sat and trained hundreds and hundreds of dogs and puppies, and I love sharing my advice with all of you. All right, so I'm gonna go over exactly what you need to look for when picking out a leash for your dog who pulls. But let me just preface with saying no tool is actually going to teach your dog to stop pulling. That's up to you to do that all on your own. Luckily, I do have a two-part video series on how to teach your dog to stop pulling on a leash, and I'll link to that right up here. I also do have an ultimate good dog blueprint that you can download below. It's free, and I also go over the steps you need to take to get your dog to stop pulling. That being said, teaching your dog to stop pulling can take days, weeks, months. So in the meantime, it's important that you have the right tools to help you out, and especially keep your hands from getting rope burn. So let's get right into it. Number one is to pick out a leather leash. Now, the reason why I recommend leather is because it's much easier on your hands. If you're choosing a nylon leash, trust me, you're going to get rope burn on your hands. And the worst thing that could happen is you have a golden retriever who pulls and then gives you rope burn on your hands. Trust me, it's happened to me. Now, if you refuse to get a leather leash or you just don't want to spend any more money on a leather leash, you can always tie knots into your nylon leash. That should help out with your grip on the leash. However, trust me, the leather leash is so much better. I've linked the one that I really like in my Amazon store below. Number two is to pick out a leash that is a good length. I recommend a 6-foot leash. If your leash is too short, you're actually going to make a lot of the behaviors worse, because when there's tension on the leash, your dog will want to pull more. At the same time, if your leash is too long, you're not going to have enough control over your dog or puppy. If your dog is 12 feet away from you and they're about to run into the street, you're kind of screwed. You have no control. So that's why I recommend a 6-foot leash. Number three is to purchase the correct width for your pup size. If you look at the leash that I've linked to in my Amazon store, it'll tell you, depending on the size of your dog, what size width you should buy. So check that out below. Number four is to avoid retractable leashes at all costs. Trust me, retractable leashes are the worst, and I made a whole video about how much they suck, and I'll link to it in the cards above. But as a general rule, the reason why they're bad is because it reinforces your dog to pull. Every time they pull, they get to go further. There's also constant tension on the collar or the harness. They break easily, and you just have very little control over your dog. All right, so by now you probably understand what to look for in a leash, but what about a harness? Don't worry, in the second part of the series, I'm gonna talk to you about how to choose the correct front clipping harness for pulling, and trust me, it's gonna help you a lot on your walks. But I do wanna make another quick reminder, reminding you that none of these tools are going to teach your dog how to not pull. They just help you out in the meantime. That being said, if you need any additional help with your loose leash walking after you download my free Ultimate Good Dog Blueprint and you watch my 2-part video series on loose leash walking, you can also ask any questions you may still have in my Possum Parents Facebook group. It's free to join, and I've linked to it below. All right, that's it for today, everyone. Comment helpful in the comments below if you found this video helpful. Also, be sure to hit that like button if you like this video, and share with all of your puppy and dog loving friends. Like I said, that's it for today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.